Another eagle swooped down from on high, crying raucously, taking a morsel held up for it by the shaman and flapping heavily off to the west, bringing in its wake a gust of cold air that drew the flames flickering towards the king. Soon the rest would be following, swooping down to rip away morsels. Mundiuk went to his horse, grasped its mane with his free hand and leapt on, still holding the sword. One of the women passed the baby back to him, swaddled now, its face cleaned of blood. He held the sword behind him with one hand, and the baby in the air with the other, so that all could see. Every muscle in his body was tensed, and he felt the bloodlust surge through him. He stared again into the eyes of his son, and at the raw wounds on his cheeks. "You will learn the ways of our people," he said. "You will learn the way of the bow, of the sword and the lasso of the horse. You will learn the language and the ways of our enemy, not to converse with him, but to learn his tactics and his ways in war, to know how to destroy him. Your army will travel faster than the news of its coming. Only when the rivers run red with the blood of the Hun warriors, and their lifeblood is extinguished, will your conquests cease." The shaman limped up to the horse, his arms stretched out in front of him. Then finding the reins, he held them and raised his sightless eyes towards the rider. "What will you name him?" Mundiuk stared at the sword that bore an ancient name in their language, a name that few had ever dared speak, and then stared at the boy again. "You will bear the name of the one who scarred you. You will become one with him. You will not just be a leader in war. You will be a god of war." He raised the boy high and bellowed out the name, "Attila!"